Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Flosstube number 128. We have finishes, we have a haul, and we have a whole shitload of whips. So, because I did not do a Flosstube for February 1st, we are combining January with February, so nothing's in order. But let's just get started. It's probably going to take a little while. You may want to pause this, go get a drink and a snack, and then come back. Okay, so I'm not even looking at my notes as far as what we did because I started filling all these out in January, what I was supposed to tell you in February, and then, yeah. So, I'm going to show you my finishes first, because we have a few finishes. So, this is Merry Mistletoe from Stony Creek. So, Stony Creek has a free pattern, 1 or 2 free patterns every month. But, and I don't know if this has changed in the past couple years, you had to get it as a paper pattern, and so you pay for shipping. Well, these little ornaments, they always show them on this type of ornament fabric. So I purchased that and whatever specialty threads and buttons that it calls for. I just order everything, and I started this in 2023 when we did start all the things, and so I finished this in January. Isn't he cute? Merry Mistletoe. This is Snowman with sunflowers. This did have a couple other parts you were supposed to stitch and then add it. When you cut everything out and you add it. I didn't want that stuff. I like this the way it is. This is a kit by Dimensions. I believe this is the one by Dimensions. Yes. And it's from like the 90s. I don't know. I remember it was really old. It was a kit. Okay, another one was this is Santa Snowman. This is a Janlin Wizards. So when it gets cut out, it'll look like this. I have to cut out a couple other things, and then you sew them on to the ornament. So here it is. So you cut this out, you cut out the heart and the star, and you add them where it shows you on here. And this is done on perforated plastic. And he was also started in 2023. But isn't he cute? I liked stitching him. I have 2 Mill Hill finishes. So this one we had started a while ago, me and the girls. And all I had to do was put the beads on. So I did. I was working on this at the LNS on Thursday nights till all the stitching was done. And then in January I put all the beads on. And then Enchanted Pumpkin by Mill Hill. This was a stitch-along. I believe we started this in October of last year. A couple of the girls are still adding the beads. Mine's all done. Yeah. I love these Mill Hill kits. I do. Okay, so I got a lot of purchases of Mill Hill kits. I know. I'm addicted to them, and I like the full coverage ones. I don't want the small ones for ornaments. Okay, I'm going to put the finishes there. So, let's see what we got. I have Buttons and Beads Autumn Series Haunted Lantern. That I had to get on Etsy because you can't find it. All of these are this year's spring series, so I got them all. So we have Fairy House, Waterfall, this is the spring series Main Street Butcher Shop, Peony, Bunny Garden, got a little bunny right there, little bunny garden, and Highland Cow. Isn't he cute? So those I bought in January, beginning of February. Okay. And then in February, I bought fabric. I have 25 count Lugana. It is not gridded. It is for me to do Halloween Dragon. This is by Pink Lily Designs on Etsy, and it's 308 stitches wide by 353 stitches high. So, yeah, I'm going to start this in April. I'll put that there. So these are the ones these are all Mill Hill kits. This is Moonlight Madness. It is a Debbie Mum. I did not realize Mill Hill did some Debbie Mums. They're not full coverage, and the ones that are Debbie Mum are on fabric and not perforated paper. This one is called Triple Jack, and it's done on black cloth. Black fabric, Triple Jack. The other Debbie Mum is called Frightful Delight. Jacks and Cats. Jacks and Cats. And this is done on orange fabric. Then I have one called an Autumn Series. I don't know from what year. But this is called Haunted Tower. Haunted Tower. And another one in an Autumn Series is Haunted Laboratory, and it says that there's glow-in-the-dark floss in here. Haunted Laboratory. Yeah, so that's, and I'm still buying Mill Hill kits. I need a container that is how many wide this is, so I can set them in there. It only has to go up maybe halfway, 3/4 of the way tall, but deep, so I can put a lot in there. So I'm gonna have to go look. I haven't been to any stores to go look yet, so I know they're out there. I know I can find something. So for now, I'm going to stick these kits in this bag. So I have more kits too. There's some, but these are the new ones. They also sent me an email last week with more kits coming out, so I'm on Notify Me for all of them. So when I get the notification, I will be purchasing them. Okay. So that was purchases. Now I'm going to show you all the whips. Oh, first, in January, and this is, okay, there was 2 days in January, 3 days, that I used paper patterns, so I don't count my stitches when I use paper patterns. So in January, using Pattern Keeper, I put in 14,317 stitches. So there's other stitches that I did, like on Mill Hill, Tiny Thursdays, and there's a couple others that I used paper patterns. February, I was sick for 4 days, did not stitch at all for 4 days in February, and I used paper patterns 3 times. So I got a total of 13,959 stitches without counting what was on the paper patterns. So that's not too bad. Hold on. Okay. I got my coffee and it's like almost gone. So I bought 4 bottles of Javi, or Javi, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, coffee concentrates. You get glass bottles. There's 32 servings in each. They're like $14, $15 a bottle. I got 4 bottles because when you bought 4, they were cheaper. And it's concentrate, so it's liquid, but it's coffee. And so you can either add it to hot water, not hot tea, hot water, or you can add it to cold water to make an iced coffee. You can add milk in it. You put in whatever you want. I have a 0 sugar French vanilla creamer. I add to mine. But I have brownie batter, cookies and cream, a coconut one, and the other one is mocha, I think. They're all good. So I usually have a cup of coffee, I usually have hot coffee in the morning, and then in the afternoon I make iced coffee. But I have my 0 sugar Dr. Pepper for the weekend, so as long as I have it for the weekend, I'm good. What else did I want? Okay, so whips. None of these are in any order. I'm just going to pull. This is from the Cross Stitch Studio. It's Winter Harvest. So what I have decided, because you guys, if you don't watch my morning videos, you wouldn't know. I watched, Deanne told me to watch Jen the Caffeinated Stitcher, because Jen was doing this, taking all of her full coverages, and she made a list of what needed to be put to 1%. So I'm like, that's a good idea. Do you know how many I have that I started that are not at 1%? So that's what I'm doing this year, getting them to 1%. So I did work on this till I got it to 1%. I do not know when I will stitch on it again. Will be next year. That I do know. Yeah, so where is it? There it is. $25 count. Easy grid. Ugana. So that's 1%. I know. I like that idea. So I did. I made, because I had lost everything in a Pattern Keeper, I had them in the other tablet, because the tablet just crashed and died. I had to go in and put everything on my newer tablet and mark everything. So I was able to know what ones I needed to get to 1%. It took all day to do all my full coverage. And even all of them are on, not all the patterns I had on my other pattern keeper are on there. And I believe that this was a freebie in their Facebook group. The Facebook group is called For Fabulous Designers or something like that. And they are one of them. This was a freebie. Heaven and Earth Designs, simply meant to be. You got Jack and Sally and Zero. And I had to get this to 1%. I folded everything up there. So there is 1%. So you can see it's starting to go in where the white is on there. Yes. Okay, another one to get to 1%. This one's by Charting Creations, same Facebook group. It also was a freebie, and it's called Halloween Forest. I love all those colors. Just love it. So you've got a pumpkin over here. Halloween Forest. So I got that to 1%. We have blacks and browns and oranges. Some coppery red colors. Yep. Okay, another one that I got to 1% is Hade Spider's Queen. The artwork is by Little Fairy Art. I love masquerade and masks and all that, and there is a spider in here. There is a spider, so if you don't like stitching spiders, yeah. I love this. It's my jam. And I saw Hannah Dowling on YouTube stitching this. I'm like, I have to have it. So yes, it is at 1%, and we started the hair. Yep. But yeah, when I saw her stitching this, oh, I want that pattern. Some of these I gotta take out. Take out. Hold on. I gotta get me a plastic bag. Okay, I got me a plastic bag so I can put this in here. This is a Hade. It is by Sheena Pike. Sheena Pike is no longer on Hade. You can find her on a couple other companies, but not on Hade, and I don't know if this is available anywhere else. It is Halloween Hannah without the background, so there's no background. Yep, Halloween Hannah. So this is what I have. I got it to 1%. So yeah, was up here and coming around. So that's what I was doing. So I got that to 1%. 25 count easy grid Lagana. But yep, Halloween Hannah, like I said, I don't know if another company is selling Halloween Hannah. This is Pain-Free Crafts. They are also on that For Fabulous Designers Facebook group. This was a freebie, and it still might be. It is called Finishing Touch. So you have the two snowmen, and they're putting the star on the top of the tree for finishing touch. And I was working on the background. I got a little bit of this tree here. So I got this to 1%. Oh, yeah. It's at 1%, but you can start seeing a little bit of the green. 25 count. Easy Grid Lugana. Okay. Also, Pain-Free. I did purchase this one on their Pain-Free website. It is Blackberry Dragon. This will be Justin's Christmas gift next year, but I did pull it out to give it 1%. So I'm up here. This is done on a linen. I don't know the count. But yeah, that's what I have done so far. It's 1/1. All of my full coverages are 1/1. And they're all either 25 count or 28 count. This might be 28. It could be 32. But it is linen. So I got that to 1%. So this will be the focus piece next year that I stitch on. Another one that I bought, this is by Thread Geeks. This is Hocus Pocus Gnomes. And I was stitching this, I was going to stitch on this the 13th of every month, but I decided after February I'm not going to. I believe this is at 1%. I'm not positive, but I believe it is. Hocus Pocus Gnomes. So that's what I have. So you can see the tree that's in there. But yeah, Hocus Pocus Gnomes. Because I like my full coverages. And do I want to finish them? Of course. Will I finish them all? Probably not. But it's the fun is stitching on them and watching them come to life. Okay, this is a new start that I started in February. It is Sunflower Stitches. It is Bordered Woodland Fox 2 Portrait, and the image is by Daphne Populares. Isn't that pretty? I know it's a lot of dark colors though, but it's so pretty. Me, I like my dragons and my foxes. So that's what I have on it so far. There's a bunch of greens and browns. Yes. Yep. So that was my start in February. I am going to have a new start every month this year. Most of them are full coverage. Am I crazy? Of course. Okay, I was going to stitch on this the 25th of each month, but I decided starting in March I'm not going to. This is Heaven and Earth Ornament, the Enchanted Christmas Snowman by the artworks by Donna Gelsinger. So I did stitch on this in January and February on the 25th. And yeah, so I was going around for like the first page. So I got quite a bit done. And it's round, so you don't have all that other background stuff. And I believe it is at 1%. Coffee. Okay. Another one. This was a Stitch-along. It's a Facebook group. They're free. All of her patterns are free. They're just not Pattern Keeper friendly. You have to use either the paper pattern or markup. And I tried to markup. I had a 30-day free trial. I hated it. This is called Halloween Gnome. And it was a Stitch-along on her Facebook group. All of her patterns are free. So this is 360 by 360, and I started it on November 15th. And then every few months she gives us more pages. So I think we have 8 pages so far. And there's going to be 24 pages. So I stitched, this was supposed to be a piece I was going to stitch on to honor Halloween. So I was going to stitch on this the last day of every month. But I decided that I'm not going to after February. So I am at 1%. I have almost the first page stitched up. There is a lot of colors in this. It wasn't too bad on confetti. The confetti wasn't too bad. But she doesn't use a lot of colors. I didn't write down how many colors. It's not like a Haid. It's nowhere like a Haid as far as colors. But I just wish that they were Pattern Keeper friendly. And I tried putting it on markup. I watched the markup YouTube channel on how to use it, and it would not go in the way it was supposed to. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And I do have friends that have markup and Pattern Keeper, and they said that markup is not user friendly. I would like to pull this out once a month and put 200 stitches on it. Then the one that I started as a stitch along on my channel, all because of Stitchman Darcy, and it's a Haid. It's called Chessie, and the artwork's by Ash Evans. It is 350 wide by 258 high. And I love stitching on this. I have finished 2 pages. 2 pages. Well, I finished a lot more than 2 pages. But going across, I think I'm almost done with 3 pages. If I'd have finished this little area, it would have been 3 pages. So, yeah. Love the eyes on this. I just love the colors. So this was my focal point for this year. I probably wouldn't get it finished. I decided not to do that just because I will tell you why in a little bit, but I'm not making this my focal point, so I don't know when I will be pulling this out again. Because I will tell you about some of my changes. And no, I usually wear makeup on my Flosstube, but I have dry eye syndrome. And so sometimes the eye makeup irritates my eyes. And since I wore makeup yesterday, I had eyeliner and mascara on yesterday. This morning my eyes are a little funky. I'm like, oh, they get me all natural. Okay, so there's that. These are also whips, but these are things I will still be stitching on. Sunflower Stitches is a Facebook group that wants you to stitch something, put in 200 stitches on something, and you get a free chart. So I did that, and I'll show which one I did. And Stitches So Beautiful is also doing something, and I need to look up today and go in the Facebook group to see what's going on. So if they do it as well, this is for Stitches So Beautiful. They do have a website, I believe, and they're also on Etsy. This is dark. It is not this dark, but it came out dark. This is called Christmas Coffee by Secular. Stitches So Beautiful. This is the first piece I ever started from them. And I pulled this out to get to 1%, so I got to 1%. And it's all black and $9.39. But I am keeping this out because I believe this is one that I want to put 200 stitches in a month. So I think what I'm going to do is pick a day every month, and that's when I will do the 200 stitches on this, the Halloween gnome, and my sunflower stitches. And yes, I'm tired. I went to bed, and I was so tired when I went to bed last night, and I could not fall asleep. An hour and a half later, I'm still wide awake, but I'm tired. So I had taken half a gummy before I went to bed. An hour and a half later, I still didn't feel it. So I got up, I took the other half of the gummy, and I still laid in bed for a while until I fell asleep. I woke up at 10 o'clock, and I could tell I had taken the gummy because it was still in my system. So yeah, I was a little groggy this morning, and now I'm just tired because I didn't sleep well. Okay, this is a stitch along with a group. We did Rosie, Snowy, Fred and Albert, and I finished Rosie, so now I'm working on Snowy. This is a Haid Quick Stitch Long-Tailed Snowy, artwork by Annie Rodrigue. And we stitch on this every other Saturday night. So I stitched on it last Saturday. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I enjoy stitching on this. So the project bag was made by Deanne, and Danielle made matching grime guard. So this will be pulled out again next Saturday night. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay. Monday nights is Mill Hill Monday. So a bunch of us pull out our Mill Hills and we stitch on them. So since I already finished Enchanted Pumpkin and I'm waiting for them to finish theirs because we have a next stitch along coming up, I am trying to finish Needlework Shop. Christmas Village Needlework Shop. All of the stitching and back stitching is done. It is on perforated paper, and I've got all the white beads on. So I'm just adding all the beads and then the button. So I will stitch on this. I will work on this again Monday night. So every Monday till it's done. That's my Monday night. Okay, this is the reason why I will not be pulling out Chessie. This is my focus piece because I need to have it done by Christmas. This is a pain-free. I did purchase this. It was not a freebie. And it's called Chromatic Dragon. And the artwork is by Gudrun Hall. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wait till I pull it out and you see these colors pop. But let me tell you, freaking confetti where all the colored is. The black part's not bad. It's black and 939 and maybe 3371, but no, ton. But look at that. So I have the first page and the second page done. I'm working on the third page. Look at these colors, though. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is why this is my focus piece, and I put away Chessie, because I'm going to work on this every day except for the 13th, the 25th, the last day of the month, and the other day that I decided to pull out those other three to put 200 stitches in on each. So that's 4 days out of the whole month that I won't be stitching on this. So that's not bad at all. I can get it done this way. So I am enjoying this. So I will be stitching on this today. I think, yeah, today. I do have a new start though today too. I believe I'm starting it today. Okay, so Sunflower Stitches Facebook group had a thing. If you stitch 200 stitches on one of their pieces, you got a free chart. Okay, so I did. You had to post a before and an after, and then email letting them know that you did that and your pictures are up. So I chose to work on Snippet Beauty and the Beast. Love this piece. It is 254 wide by 186 high. There's 8 pages, 88 colors. So I did stitch, and I started this in 2023, I believe. So that's what I have done, so you can see the ear. Her ear is starting to show up. So you have her ear. I think this is the right way. Nope, this way. There it is. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. And no, the first page is not done. I don't think. But I'm keeping this out because I'm going to do that every month and stitch on this. So like I said, I'll have one day a month where I pull these 3 out and put in 200 stitches. Thursday night is called Tiny Thursdays. It's anything that's 100 by 100 or less. I do it by smalls. By the way, Whip Warrior had taught me a couple years ago, and that's where you take the 2 dimensions, the width and the height, you add them, then divide it by 2. If it's 100 or less, it's a small. So I am doing Winter Snow Fun. It is 96 stitches wide by 76 high. I am done with this page on this side, and I'm now working on this side. This will be done the end of March. This is Winter Snow Fun, Shannon Christine. So, yeah. So all of this side is done. So this past Thursday, I finished doing some more of the white border. I did the tree. I did this here, and I started the hot cocoa cup. So like I said, it'll be done the end of March. Okay. The piece I'm working on now to get to 1% is Hayde Wine Shelf by Amy Stewart. And I'm up in this section here with the greens. This is a big, big piece. So that's what I have so far. I still have a lot of stitches to go because it's big. It's 625 wide by 452 high. So there's a lot of stitches still. But I'm liking it. A lot of confetti. Okay, so I also got this in the mail. I have decided I signed up for a Stitch-A-Lon. It's the Empyrean Stitch-A-Lon, which is the book series 4th Wing of Iron Flame and Onyx Storm is the first 3 books. I think there's supposed to be 5 altogether. So Forbidden Fiber Company is doing a Stitch-A-Lon. So I signed up, and you got the kit. You got to choose what fabric you wanted, what size fabric, and kind you like to stitch. So I have 28 count Lugana. This color is called Feathertail. It's kind of pretty. And their own floss. It's cotton floss. You get 10 yards. And I'm going to start this. I don't have a picture. There's no picture. The first chart is the favorite saying is, a dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without its dragon is dead. So that's the first part of the Stitch-A-Lon. So I would like to start that tonight. Okay. Oh, that goes there. So now I'm going to show you, moving forward, what's going on. Okay. So when I finish the needle workshop, and when I think there's only two, I think it's just Danielle and Deanne that are adding the beads onto Enchanted Pumpkin, then the group of us are going to start the Winter Series Christmas Village St. Nicholas Cathedral. So this will be a new start this month. St. Nicholas Cathedral. This was hard to find. My LNS, I am on a waiting list since October, and I still don't have it. 123 Stitch, I put me down for be notified. They finally notified me after I'd already purchased this from another website, so I ignored that email. If the LNS ever does say we have it, I will purchase it and then just do it and give it to someone that needs to stitch it. But yeah, this will be one to be stitched starting in March. I have not done this yet this year. The 4th of every month is flag or patriotic piece. And so my goal is to stitch on Forever in Peace. This is a Sweet Wing Studio off of Etsy, I believe. So I'm doing this on the 4th of every day, but I'm going to work on the 4th at night after dinner. So this is what I have. Forever in Peace. Unless the 4th falls on a Monday or a Thursday, because that's tiny. Thursday's a Mill Hill Monday. If the 4th falls on one of those, then I will stitch on this during the day. But I did not stitch on this at all in January or February. I don't remember why in January and in February I was sick. Okay. So, the 25th of each month. Oh, I did not pull that out. I still got to pull that out. Hold on. Okay, I got it. So the 25th of each month we're going to stitch. We stitch on Christmas. I had been stitching on that, hey, the ornament snowman, and I decided I am going to work on Rocky Mountain Christmas by Marty Bell. This is my oldest whip. It is gorgeous. It is for me. It is on a 28 count Lugana. And I'm like 3/4 done. So I'm going to stitch on this on the 25th of each month. See? It's like 3/4 done. That's my goal for the 25th of each month. Hopefully I can get it done. And that's all I stitch on the 25th, unless it calls for, unless it falls on a Monday or Thursday, and then I'll just stitch on it during the day. Okay, Halloween, you saw I was doing 2 pieces, one on the 13th, one on the last day of the month. I decided to pull them aside. I need to work on this, and I'm going to work on this on the 13th and the last day of each month until it's done. This is Haunted Library. It was a stitch-along a couple years ago by Lola Crow. Haunted Library stitch-along. It stitches up pretty quick. I don't think there's any back stitching. I did not see any back stitching anywheres. This I did, I think it's 18 count Ada, because I wanted the color. I wanted this color. That's how much I have done. So maybe I can finish it this year. Maybe. But yeah. So hopefully I can get a lot done. Okay. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the new start for March. I'm starting this the first day of spring, which is a Thursday, so I will stitch on this all during the day, and then at night, I believe it's on a Thursday, and then at night I will work on, I don't need to show you the fabric. This is 25 count white Lugana. It's not gridded. Trying to get the bigger pieces of the easy grid is getting to be hard. It's hard to find. So I'm just going to use plain old 28 or 25 count Lugana, and I'll just mark it myself as I go along. But I'm going to work on this on the 20th. Start it. It is Rainbow Over a Springtime Village by Puck's Closet. It's with a P. Puck's Closet. They are on Etsy. Their patterns are gorgeous. So if you don't always want to support Hade, I'm finding so many other full coverage companies. So yeah, that will be started on the 20th. And what I want to do is I'm going to stitch on it to like 1%. And then I will pull out, you know how I'm working on in the evenings on the full coverage to get to 1%. So I will get this to 1%. Then I will pull out another full coverage to get to 1%. Then I'm going to pull this out again. I'm going to keep alternating until the first day of summer, because then I'm going to start the summer piece. I already started the autumn village. So this is Springtime Village. So that's what I will be working on in March. I have my little notebook that I had gotten from Simply Gilded years ago, and so I'm like, I don't ever use these. I love these. So what I did is I wrote down every tiny that I have started for Tiny Thursdays. So I have a list of them, and I'm stitching them one by one until they're finished on Thursdays. Then I have a list of all the Mill Hills that I have started that I need to finish. And then I have a list of all the Mill Hill kits I've purchased. So we will work, once I finish, I'm not going to move from what I purchased to what I started. I might, because I have room to do that. I might do that. Otherwise, I may just cross it off when I finish it. Halloween. All my Halloween pieces that are bigger than a small all got put on here for the Halloween dates. So like I said, Haunted Libraries first. Once Haunted Library is done, I will pull out the next Halloween piece. Then for Christmas, I have a bunch of what I already have started. So once I finish Rocky Mountain Christmas, the next one will be a Luca S that I have. So that is how I'm using this little notebook. And things will get added to it, because once I'm done with all my Tiny Thursdays, I want to go through all my PDFs and my magazines, and anything that you can finish in a round wooden hoop frame, those are what I'm doing. Yep, and a lot of them will have to be started. So I'm doing that. I do have a new Flosstuber for you to watch. I do know her. I've met her many times in Myrtle Beach at the retreat. And that is Katie. Her channel is Katie Jeremiah's mom. She's funny. She shows a little bit of everything that she's stitching on. And yeah, so I watch her. I watch Yorkshire Crafter, Stitchman Darcy, Jen's World of Stitches, Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, Becky's Madness for Crafting, and when you watch her, do not have any drink, do not put any food in your mouth because you will spit it all over your screen. Shady Trees Stitchers, The Steadfast Stitcher, Stitching Jules Design, Beck Stitches Everything, Born to Stitch, which is a cross-stitch store now in New Jersey, Second Wind Stitcher, Bling It Up, and My Daily Hades, and Kenny Stitches. So those are all the YouTubers that I watch, and if I remember, I will put them below in the section. Yeah, so that's everything that's going on, and I'm thinking I'm going to do my next Flosstube on the 15th. I think I'm going to start doing the Flosstubes twice a month, the 1st and the 15th. So I'm going to start doing that. I can keep better notes on how many stitches I did on things, what I stitched. So yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing moving forward. This poor notebook. I have a ton of these. They're UB at Target. They all got all kinds of pretty colors. So I'm going to I'll probably leave this paper in, and I'm just going to put a paper clip in. So, yeah. So yes, I will be starting something new every month. But I'm also going to get some more finishes. Yeah. So that is it for today. Let me know what you think. Are you stitching any of these? Are you joining in on Mill Hill Mondays? There is also a Facebook group. I don't own it. I don't know who the owner is. I just found it. It's Mill Hill Mondays Stitch-A-Lon. There really is no Stitch-A-Lon. You just share your pictures of your Mill Hills you're working on. So I'm in that. Tiny Thursdays, it's just a group of us. We share pictures. My friend Christy decided to join in, so she sent me a picture at the end of the day, what she worked on. So, you know, that's what we're doing. You want to send me a picture of what you worked on. I have Instagram. You can DM me on that, or Facebook Messenger, or you can email me a picture. Mill Hill Mondays, Tiny Thursdays, Halloween on the 13th, and the last day of the month, and Christmas pieces on the 25th. If you want to join in on any of that, you just send me pictures. So that is it for today. I will see you on the 15th. So 2 more weeks, and I will see you again. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.